Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. I cannot wait to get into your reading. I'm super excited to see what we see for beautiful Capricorn. This is a timeless reading. Okay, so whenever you clicked on this video, I believe this message is meant to find you. However, we won't know until we do the energy check. So we'll do an energy check. We'll ask Spirit to communicate an overall energy that will resonate with you. And if it's not resonating with you, then this means it's not your reading, because what we really want to see is what you don't see coming, okay, and what you need to know. So if the energy check-in doesn't resonate, then what you don't see coming won't be for you, okay? So see if you resonate with this. It'll be a quick energy check, and you don't have to be a Capricorn sun. You can be Capricorn sun, moon, rising sign, or just be checking up on your favorite Capricorn person. Thank you, Spirit, for a clear and concise message for Capricorn. And Capricorn, I am so blessed and grateful for you stopping in. Now, we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse, and the Two of Cups in reverse. So all in reverse here, okay? So I pick up a theme with Capricorn in the last few readings that I've been doing, that I'm doing these Zodiac readings here. And we keep seeing this freaking Two of Swords, or this back and forth, okay? This need to decide, but we can't decide. This indecision that I think is the death of you, okay? Are they going to engrave this in your headstone? Possibly, because you're indecisive. However, decisions, okay? And I feel like we were hanging on to something here with the Four of Pentacles, but two things are coming in very, very strongly, okay? With the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, this is like deciding between two people, deciding between two things. Should I continue with my safety net here? What I know to be safe, what I know to be, Capricorn stuff, my comfort zone, or should I make the decision to release myself from my comfort zone or this decision and move forward with something that is going to be beneficial emotionally, like this give and take, this relationship, okay? Because for a lot of you guys, this is a relationship with the Two of Cups. These are two people sharing love, going back and forth with a cup of love, okay? Balanced. Some of you guys might be in a same-sex relationship. Not all of you guys, but some of you guys, okay? But it is in reverse. So I get, like I said, the message that I'm getting is either you are able to release your security of what made you feel safe and actually finally decide, because of the fact that a relationship came to an end. But I feel like you're making a decision after something's already come to an end. So there's kind of like chicken or the egg. It's like maybe you didn't decide on a relationship and you sat in denial, Two of Swords, because this way is in denial and not deciding between two things that can't coincide together. So it's either this or that, and we're choosing not to see. And we're choosing to not do anything about it or bury our head in the sand, so we're not deciding either which way. But we're called to action, but we don't do anything, so we're kind of stuck here, okay? Well, we're not stuck, but we feel stuck, and it's in reverse, which means we make a decision, or we come out of a decision. We finally decide, okay? And same with this. This could be like really held back, hanging on to something at all costs because we fear letting go might put us in a position of risk. This is also our, the comfort zone, the home we know, the security we know, but we're hanging on, so we don't want to take a step towards a risky place that we are unsure about, but then we stay a little bit miserable because we don't know, we don't take that risk, so we don't get it. But it is in reverse, which could be extra miserly and hanging on to it, or it could be finally recognizing that we're held back in some way and we're really fixed, so we need to decide. And I feel with this Two of Cups, the decision again here, okay, for some of you guys, it could have been a career, but I feel like this is, or a partnership, but I feel like this is a romantic relationship of sorts. It was in reverse. So I feel like something came to an end here because I feel like you were indecisive or hanging on to some sort of security and chose a security, a lifestyle of safety, a comfort we know, over a relationship. And so then this relationship is over. Or at least it's in reverse now. So it's not working out for you, Capricorn, okay? So I think you know this. I don't know, I'm yelling at you. I yell at you every time, right? I'm not yelling. I love you guys so, so much. Just want to deliver that. So if this does not resonate, see you later. Have a beautiful afternoon. If it does resonate, we're going to be looking at what you don't see coming. Okay, so we're super excited. What don't you see coming, Capricorn? What does Capricorn not see coming? 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and we're gonna pull some oracle cards here too to get a bigger picture. But 8 of Pentacles. Some of you guys, this could literally be job. Okay, like you didn't go after that job because you weren't quite sure of all the details, and you would rather be in the job you know, or in the comfort that you know, but not really content, or at least not. I can't see whether you're content or not. All I know with the 4 of Pentacles is like not taking that risk, okay? And the 8 of Pentacles is also talking about work. So 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower in reverse. One more card, and then we'll pull the oracle cards. What does Capricorn not see coming? And I believe the Tower was in your reading of Mercury after retrograde and in your reading of the back half of May. We saw the Tower. We're seeing the Tower again here, Capricorn. But it is in reverse, so Capricorn not see coming. The World. Okay, so 8 of Pentacles in reverse, Tower in reverse, and the World. So let's get some oracles. I don't like seeing the Tower in reverse generally because it means not letting the Tower fall. Okay, not coming to terms with something, coming to an end. Oh my God, indecision, Wizard. Okay, I feel your pain, man, but it pains me to feel your pain because I don't like this indecision because I'm very decisive. So it's like, just pull the trigger one way or another. Because, okay, what Spirit is saying, and maybe this is what's frustrating, and I need to communicate this to you. If you decide on something and it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. You learn something from that, and you can then go and do the other thing. Okay, but if we don't act, it's worse, trust me. Okay, so we need to decide on something. Even if it's the wrong thing, it's more right than sitting here in indecision. This is going to be on your headstone. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Do you guys lean in on your intuition? Maybe that's the thing. Like, there's a reason why you're indecisive. Like, have you really looked at why you're indecisive to begin with? Probably because you guys are all up in your head. But something keeps you in this indecision. So is this just your way of life, or like are you just indecisive about everything? Or in this instance you were indecisive just in that one instance? I don't think so. I think you're indecisive about, like, to the point where it's inhabilitating. It's making me tired. Strength. You have the strength. I'm going to read your thing once we get all the cards here, but finding that inner strength. Okay, I'm getting messages from Spirit. I'm going to wait till all the cards are out, but wolf spirits, turn knowledge into wisdom with 67. Wolf spirits, turn knowledge into wisdom. In my head I heard Tetris. You're Tetris, and this kind of looks like the Tetris piece, like the game Tetris. So maybe you play Tetris or you resonate with Tetris, but what I see with the Tetris is that, like, it could go this way, this way, this way, this way, and you're like turning these pieces and making this thing fit into this, like, holy camole. Okay, glass with the number 30. So 30 could be significant for you. The number 3, mind, body, spirit. Very spiritual number. Glass. $67. So number 13 or the number 4. 4 is that Pentacles, that 4 of Pentacles. Fire Mother. Ooh, number 9, Fire Mother. I think we might have to read this. 9, Fire Mother. Fire Mother, Fire Mother. Okay, beautiful Capricorn. Okay, so for those of you guys resonating in a work situation, okay, you just did not chase it up, and because you didn't put any dedication or effort or energy into the work thing, okay? If this is a relationship, you didn't show up here. This is somebody who isn't being dedicated and putting in the time to invest in something here to make something happen. And maybe we were keeping something alive here that needed to fall down with the Tower. Okay, so what you don't see coming here is I feel there's something coming to an end with the world. And I feel like I was mentioning with the Tower, upright is painful because the Tower falls, but then we deal with truths and we try to build ourselves up. And the fact that it was reversed, I think what this means is that you were preventing something from happening that ends up happening. But I feel like what it does by you not making a decision and not putting in this thing, I feel like there's a conclusion here of something that is successful for you, because maybe this now allows you to see clearly, okay, with the glass. You can now see things where you couldn't before. So it's kind of like a blessing in disguise, because now I see the light, okay? And you're turning this knowledge into wisdom. So now that I see, I understand, because having knowledge is like having all the facts, right? But if we are indecisive and don't do anything, it's useless. You can have all the knowledge in the world and go to your grave and do nothing. But if you have the knowledge, you can turn it into wisdom, which is now I can act in wisdom. Now I can take this and apply it. Now I can be in my 8 of Pentacles and put this energy and effort and dedication into something that's going to turn into something wonderful here. I can build whatever you want to build here, okay? This is utilizing this instead of staying indecisive. But the Strength card here is giving me that whole strength in the tarot, which is the lion and that angel type maiden who's trying to like tame that lion. So I feel like that card can be definitely saying like there's a need to remove ego and ride in grace, okay? Remove ego and ride in grace and use our willpower and our ability to face fear and know when to be held back and know when to allow ourselves to have the courage to step forward, because it's all about how we control a situation in a way that we can be raw and open when we need to be, and then be held back when we don't, rather than being completely held back or completely indecisive and not stepping forward, okay? But you have the strength and the courage to do this, but it requires you finding that strength and that courage. Fire Mother, maybe it requires you to find that fire inside of you, the passion. Like, look at how red this passion, desire. I'm going to read Fire Mother because, I don't know, I feel like you need to hear this Fire Mother. What's the Fire Mother want to tell you? The phoenix curls her many colors tenderly around her eggs. Having survived a fiery death, she is reborn again and again. Her ability to give her love and her colors never leaves her. Typo. In fact, her ability to live through death and rebirth allows her to appreciate the things she loves ever more deeply. She is a symbol to us that from death will always come life. The Fire Mother has the wisdom of knowing nothing truly belongs to her and that everything is temporary. She loves and cares for her eggs as if there is no tomorrow. If you've experienced difficulties in the past, it can become a habit to always be looking for the next tragedy or hurdle that might be put in your way, and before you know it, you are spending all of your time overcoming challenges. You also have the option to spend your time and energy giving affection and love to which you feel dear, such as people, projects, or ideas. You will never cause ill from giving love. Held back, so you can't cause ill by giving love. Put in your time and your energy. The Fire Mother here. It sounds like you go through a tower moment here, and it is what I said. You know, maybe you were trying to keep it alive, and that's why you're indecisive. You didn't decide on something here. You didn't pull the trigger on something here, and you're keeping it up. I don't even know if you were keeping it up. I don't think you were acting, but it was an untruth of sorts that needed to go crashing down, which I think it did. And what this resulted in, it was you finding some sort of beautiful phoenix within you arising, this wolf spirit, to use this wisdom when you move forward, to find the courage to recognize where you might have been stuck in an egoic thing here, and now you see the light and you see clearly. Okay, so let's take a look at what you need to know. What do you need to know about this? So that's what you don't see coming. But I mean, if you listen to my other readings, I already told you the tower was coming here, and that there was somebody making a decision for you. And I feel like if it's not somebody making the decision for you, the circumstance decides for you, and it puts you in a situation where it's no longer an option here, okay? But like the book said, you can't really go wrong with showing love or working towards something. Like, let's say you're trying to build, I don't know, something, and you just don't finish it, but like you still learn how the skill of putting half of it together or something, or there's something to be had about doing something and not doing nothing. And I say habit because I feel like the indecision is a habit. I don't know, I put those cards away because we were looking at what you don't see coming, but that's okay. Let's look at what you don't see coming. Yeah, the habit. I feel like you're in a habitual thing, and that's that comfort zone. You're like in a habit, okay? Your habitual zone, like you're choosing the devil you know there, which I don't know if you're completely happy there, but I didn't see that you were unhappy, so good. Maybe you don't need to decide on anything, and that's why you were indecisive, because maybe you weren't passionately into it, okay? Or you didn't know if you were because you were so indecisive. So good, it cleared out. But I feel like when the tower happens, then there's a realization, or when the tower happens, then it's like, now I can get clear because the glass is there. So maybe then you understand and all of this stuff, and then the information comes very clear, and then it's like, okay, how do I apply this knowledge? But now it's like, what do you need to know? What do you need to know? What do you need to know, Capricorn? Hierophant, 9 of Cups in reverse, and everything is fine in reverse, which is the 10 of Swords. So the Hierophant is talking about our lifestyle, okay? Because it'd be the comfort that we know, the institution we're sticking to, or the knowledge that we have. Like I said, you have information, that knowledge, right? But it's like, what do you do with this, right? What do you do with this learnings? So this could be tradition, right? We're hanging on to a tradition. We're hanging on to a way of being. We're hanging on to a safe something that we know. This can also be a marriage card. It could be an institution, like a church, like a school, something of that nature, a job. Okay, but it's something that we're, an ideology of sorts we're hanging on to here. And it's great to be in a tradition here, but I feel like you're not happy. Now I see it here because I said, well, I don't know if you're not happy. You're not happy. Look at this 9 of Cups in reverse. This is emotionally not fulfilled. It's not getting one's wish. So maybe you can be lying to yourself, because I feel there is a state of in denial here with everything's fine, but it is in reverse. Okay, something that, and in reverse meaning this, something needs to come to an end. And I feel like what needs to come to an end is a mindset with the swords, a mindset that you're thinking everything is fine, but is it? Because you're in a 9 of Cups not getting what you want. And maybe you're saying everything is fine because I'm following a tradition. Everything is fine because I'm doing it the right way. Everything is fine because this is what I was raised to believe. Everything is fine because my church tells me it is. Everything is fine because, no. Something needs to come to an end here. Put it to an end, okay? And maybe that's what happens. It does come. Ow, that hurt. Something bit me. Biting me. Okay, something, spirit biting me. It bit me in the ass, man. That's what I felt. Well, that wasn't the ass, it was my arm, but something bit me, okay? And it bit me because I'm physically getting channeling. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it bit me. But what I felt here was because I didn't act. I didn't act. I didn't put an end to an ideology and make a decision. Or I didn't put an end to whatever I was thought I wanted there, and then stayed committed to my ideology. But I don't think that's it. I think you were choosing something here that you were told was right, that you always believed to be right, that was instilled in you, or a belief you carried, or a value you carried, because you always believed that to be true. You always held on to that, okay? So it needed to come to an end. Either which way, it came to an end. I feel like you are in denial about it. But once it happens, I feel like maybe you're still in denial about it, because what you need to know is it's still in reverse. So you feel like it's not an end, but Spirit is saying, like, you need to come to terms with an ending here, okay? And yeah, you're like 9 of Cups in reverse. So you're not happy because you didn't get what you wanted, but it's like, did you even want it? Probably wanted it, but you didn't do anything because you're 8 of Pentacles in reverse, which is someone not putting it in there, right? So you clearly didn't want it, or else you would have showed up. But if you didn't, why not? And if you why notted and you look at it, is because of the Hierophant, something that might be holding you in some sort of pattern of sorts, or I don't know if it's a pattern, but yeah, it's a habit. Is it habits holding you back? Okay, let's look at some guidance from spirits. It frustrates me, like, I think this is how you feel, because every time I tap into this energy here, Capricorn, and I have a lot of Capricorn energies in my field, so I feel like the energy I'm feeling here is like a heavy frustration, almost like I'm mad at myself, like I want to just like kick myself, and I don't want you to feel like that. But I mean, sometimes we got to deal with the consequences of not acting. That's a decision. Autumn. Okay, this is the advice here. I'm going to pull one more, but autumn is like where autumn could be two things here, because it could be taking all of the harvest and sharing it with loved ones, and like that book said, not being scared to show love, because it's like Thanksgiving and we're getting all the food and we're sharing it with the ones we love, and we're just reaping all of that effort that we put in all summer and like tending to the fields and the farms, and you know, and now it's like we get to reap these beautiful rewards. But all autumn is also things rotting, you know, leaves falling, letting the old just fall away. So if there's an ideology or like a belief system or a schooling of thought or a traditional way of being that needs to come to an end, let the leaves fall, let the rot, let the stuff just fall away, because after autumn, you know, you'll have a winter, but eventually summer comes and it could be new growth here. So yeah, anxiety with the 9 of Swords. So I don't know. I think if you're indecisive, it causes more anxiety. 9 of Swords is mental health card for me. Okay, this is people who can't eat, sleep. They're like in their thoughts, constantly in their thoughts, but might not be acting because they're just in their thoughts about something here. And you might be anxious about autumn. You're anxious about letting things rot that no longer serve you. Let it fall away because it no longer needs to be there. The cycle of life, like you can't hang on to something that needs to be shed. Okay, a train of thought, something here that maybe you're really attached to, because the 4 of Pentacles, you're hanging on to that safety net. Okay, it's okay to let it go, because I promise you, in place of whatever is rotting here, there's going to be new birth. Everything, you know, cycles. So I think you outgrown whatever, or your situation just outgrow you in some way that it needed to move on. So yeah, I don't know. I hope this helped. I feel your pain here and your frustration for sure. I hope it helped. And I love you guys very much. Thank you for stopping by. If you like this, leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you soon. Bye.